اسمها فايدة Aswakilena masilo etu wanizi. Aswakilena masilo etu wanizi. Aswakilena wadwana. Aswakilena masilo etu wanizi. Aswakilena masilo etu wanizi. Aswakilena beza. Zenjalo basoma wethebe lapho ngoze bonthebe izwe phela phezulu sengifile nedokana. Siwakayo kulomusi sithi Thank you. Kakhulu. Siyabonga. Befana babekhona yebo nanamuhla basababa ubuhle obakukhona kulula dwendwe befakazi bonke babekhona yebo nanamuhla basababa ubuhle obakukhona kulula dwendwe uzenzile ngeke sikhalele yebo mthando muntu Nkosi ngathi kuye lo yelo washiya umende siwuthulile wayo uzenzela akhalelwa mthando muntu Nkosi ngathi owangoyo washiya umende siwuthulile wayo uzenzela kakhalelwa mntana omuntu Nkosi ngathini ngoba ngoyo washiya umende sewuthulile wayokhala ufana nabekona nanamuhla ubuhle yabo ufakaza babekona nanamuhla basababazi ubuhle babubona kulula dwendwe basababazi uzenzela kakhalelwa mntana omuntu Nkosi ngathini kuba woyo washiya umende sewuthulile wayokhala Thank you. This is Machita Nolwa Singema from Tanzania. Thank you very much.
Everyone. Sanbonani. Yeah. My name is Nombulelo Kuliwe, and I am honored to be the host today. I am the CEO of South African Tourism, and I'd like to welcome you all to this important event where we officially count down to Africa's Travel Indaba 2025. I also want to acknowledge those that are joining us online. Huge thank you for joining us as we, again, like I said, counting down to Africa's Travel Indaba 2025, where we expect quality buyers, an increased number of exhibitors, as well as a Pan-African show where we showcase tourism offerings from Africa under one roof. And we are happy to be hosting it again in Durban at the ICC. I also want to acknowledge in the room our partners that we would never deliver Africa's Travel Indaba without the executives as well as board members from the KwaZulu-Natal Tourism and Film Authority. I've seen you, Sis Jackie, you are here. Durban tourism colleagues who are also in the room, as well as the Durban ICC. Indaba this year is super exciting. And the reason for that is because it coincides with a historic milestone, not just for South Africa, but the continent as well. We do have the G20 presidency. So we get to showcase that we are able and capable as South Africa to host that kind of meetings, exhibitions, conferences, anything that has to do with this my space. So it's also time for us to showcase what we have leading the African continent as South Africa. Before I go into the details today, I have to start by acknowledging our principals that are in the room. So the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Patricia de Lille. We are also joined by Councillor Kosentle Madlala, Chairperson of Governance and Human Capital in the City of Durban. South African Tourism Board Chairperson, Professor Gregory Davids, welcome. We also have our South African Tourism Marketing Committee Chair, Mr. Opa Bilane. We have our KwaZulu-Natal Tourism and Film Board Chairperson, Dr. Sbusiso Ndebele, welcome, sir. KwaZulu-Natal Tourism and Film Authority Board members who are also present. Board members of the Nkosi Albert Luthuli International Convention Center, the City of eThekwini Executive Council members, the executive management of Durban Tourism Board, executive members from the tourism sector, industry associations. I saw my colleague from the is also in the room, partners and tourism stakeholders, valued partners, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ATI 2025 Media Launch. So I will not be spending a lot of time on stage because we have our principals who are going to then guide us throughout this entire program, sharing key insights. But for now, it's my honor to introduce a leader who has been instrumental in driving economic development, tourism, and inclusive growth for this city. I would like to invite on stage Councillor Nkosentle Madlala, who's the chairperson of governance and human capital, to give a message from the city.
Thank you very much, Program Director, Ms. Nombulelo Kuliwe. Thank you for this opportunity to come and stand here on behalf of the Mayor of our city, Councillor Cyril Xaba, and the executive and the entire people of our city. Let me take this opportunity to greet the Minister of Tourism, Honorable Patricia de Lille, greet the Board Chairperson of the South African Tourism, Professor Gregory Davids, greet the Board Chairperson of the KwaZulu-Natal Tourism and Film Authority, our former Premier and former Minister, Dr. S. Ndebele, among us, CEO of the South African Tourism, Ms. Nombulelo Kuliwe, who's our gracious Program Director, leadership from the city who are among us, Deputy Head of Tourism in our city, Ms. Winnie Lemtungwa, all business partners present, representative from different stakeholders, representative from other partners, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, let me say all protocols observed. Sanibonani eThekwini. A warm greeting to all of you, a warm welcome to the warmest place to be. I know that some people, and I suspect the minister has brought the Cape Town weather with her. But we are going to do our best to ensure that it's warm in here. Before I render the words of welcome from the people of our city, let me take this opportunity to send our words of gratitude, of condolences as a city, to all the members and the family of the Roman Catholic Church. We know that they have lost the Pontiff, Pope Francis, on Monday, and our hearts as the people of this city go out to all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, it is both an honor and a pleasure to welcome you to this media launch of Africa's Travel Indaba 2025 here in our beautiful city of eThekwini, Durban. I stand before you filled with a sense of pride and excitement for what lies ahead, noting that we have been through in the few last years. Being battered by back-to-back devastating floods, that damaged our infrastructure, which impacted our tourism sector severely. In the midst of all that, we were affected by the advent of COVID-19 in 2020, of which it also affected our tactic of marketing the city and the tourism industry. When we were on the verge of recovering from the pandemic and from the floods, we were hit again by the civil unrest, which affected the entire province and parts of Gauteng. We started to pick up in 2020 financial year, where we saw some swelling numbers in terms of the visitors to our city and the attendance to the tourism industry. This was followed by a barrage of negative publicity, which we were still convinced as a city that they were targeted at undermining our efforts at recovery and undermining our tourism industry as a whole. Be that as it may, we are showing resilience, and we are hoping that the new attractions, such as the recently opened West Town Square in this parts of our city and other places that are recently opened, will see more tourists flocking to our city. Honorable Minister, if you may allow me to be a bit boastful this morning, this is the same Moses Mabhida that will be hosting the final of what is called the Soweto Derby. And the minister is saying, Amakosi for life. It's not me and Osiham. We'll be welcoming all of them to our city on the 10th of May 2025 in the Nedbank final. It is the very same Durban, eThekwini, that 2 weeks ago hosted the G20 disaster risk reduction, the labor sessions, and other sessions. We will again be hosting the G20 tourism alongside the tourism Indaba 2025. This means, Ms. Kuliwe, that Durban is really a place to be. Honorable Minister, today marks not just the initiation of our preparations for the Africa Travel Indaba, but also a celebration of our enduring spirit, not only as a city, but also as a country. The resilience and commitment to making a mark in the global tourism sector. Durban, with its rich cultural heritage, stunning landscapes, and hospitable communities, is more than ready to host this prestigious event. This year's theme, Unlimited Africa, invites us to reimagine the continent's tourism potential, boundless in its diversity, unmatched in its warmth, and limitless in its opportunities it presents to the world. It challenges us to go beyond the expected and embrace the full spectrum of what Africa offers as a destination, from the heritage and history to innovation and immersive experiences. As we gather here, let us take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought us together. The tourism industry has faced unprecedented challenges over the past few years, yet it remained a vital pillar of our economy and a gateway to showcasing the best of what Africa has to offer. We believe that Africa's Travel Indaba is not just an event, it is a powerful platform that brings people together, a convergence of ideas, cultures, and opportunities. eThekwini municipality, as the host city for this significant event, is dedicated to ensuring that every detail of the Travel Indaba reflects our commitment to excellence and hospitality. We are focused on enhancing our safety and security, infrastructure, providing seamless transport solutions, and showcasing the unique experience that our city and the region can offer to visitors from near and far. I want to express our heartfelt gratitude to all our partners and stakeholders who have joined us in this endeavor. Your collaboration and support are invaluable as we work together to create an unforgettable experience for all our attendees. Our combined efforts will not only highlight the beauty of Africa and the diverse offerings of the continent, but also advance our collective vision of thriving tourism industry that supports sustainable development and empowers local communities. Honorable Minister, Durban has been home to the tourism Indaba for a number of years now, and we've displayed our undoubted ability to host global events. We have no doubt that in our bid to host the prestigious event for the next term, Durban will once again be the destination of choice. As I draw to a close, let me pass our words of gratitude to the work done by the Presidential eThekwini Working Group, Tourism and Revitalization Working Group, for all the strides made towards reviving tourism projects and programs that are aimed at reviving Durban to its former glory. I welcome you all once again to this beautiful city of eThekwini, Durban. This media launch serves as a springboard for a successful and impactful travel Indaba 2025. Together, let's share the warmth of our hospitality and the vibrancy of our cultures with the world. Siyanamukela eThekwini, you are all welcome. Siyabonga.
The video is not doing justice to this beautiful city. I'm going to give an opportunity for it to be played again. Can we just fix the technical issue? But while we are fixing that, I want to thank you, Councillor Madlala, for the warm welcome. We are indeed excited to be here, even more excited than what is happening in a couple of days when the big match is going to be right here at beautiful eThekwini. That's why I say it's important that we just play that video again. Can we just fix it, technical team? Without wasting time, it now gives me pleasure to introduce an important stakeholder to the work that we do at South African Tourism, a stakeholder that we work with, especially in the graded establishment and quality assurance work that we do. And we value the stakeholders who's come to give a message of support. Can you please join me in welcoming to the stage Mr. Jaya Naidu, who's the General Manager of FEDHASA at the East Coast. Immediately after his speech, he will be followed by the musical group who open for us, and they'll be back here to immerse us with the exciting sounds. Welcome, Mr. Naidu.
Good morning to all of you, the Honorable Minister, Minister Patricia de Lille, our Councillor, the Program Director, all protocols observed. I'm Jaya Naidu, General Manager of FEDHASA, East Coast. Just looking at our Councillor there and hearing that the Soweto Derby is going to happen here, I hope it's not match fixing. But yeah, we're excited. And from the private sector, the hospitality industry, we are very blessed for this upcoming event that's going to happen. And the private sector plays a pivotal role in growing tourism, in investing in hotels, resorts, restaurants, which helps increase the tourism infrastructure, such as transportation, amenities, attractions, which creates job creation and economic growth and enhances the overall tourist experience. We also ask, what is the significance or the importance of Indaba to our members and its value? Basically, ATI plays a significant role to our industry. It's a platform for networking, collaboration, forming business partnerships, enabling shareholders or stakeholders to share the knowledge, ideas, and best practices, ultimately driving growth and development within the hospitality sector. The events showcase Africa's diverse tourism products and services, including hospitality offerings. The industry is still reeling from the COVID pandemic, and ATI helps in increasing and for us to get bums in beds. This helps tourists and investors to the continent, boosting growth and development. We also, the role that the private sector plays in showcasing South Africa as a destination. Yes, the hospitality industry is about showcasing and we are the cultural ambassador. Memory and unique experiences which many other parts of the world may not have. We have the safaris, the wildlife, surfing, and many of the times we have forgotten township tourism. We have some of the most beautiful hidden gems of properties within the, the township. We also, as a hospitality industry, provide exceptional service, promote local cuisine, showcase local culture, and promote South African attractions. This uniqueness helps the country as a destination, driving tourism growth and economic development. In closing, I just want to quickly speak about the phrase they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. This is a popular slogan that originated in 2002, and it was a marketing destination. So we want to say Indaba is KZN, and we want Indaba to stay in KZN. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Naidu. I'm told our technical team is ready. Can we showcase, just building on what Mr. Naidu has described this glorious city to be? Beautiful, diverse landscape. Can we just play the video again?
The Ubuntu, the warmth of our people. South Africa away, come and find your joy.
Can we wait for the Durban video?
Africa awaits. Come find.
We can wait for the global brand campaign. Can we please play the Durban video?
Good morning. Good morning. Can you all see me? I'm standing up. Thank you. Minister, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Chair, and all protocols observed, my chairperson and everybody that is here. Has been an absolute pleasure working with a talented and passionate marketing team at the South African tourism as they shaped what has now become our new global campaign. As chair of marketing committee, I've had an honor of leading and supporting this showcase, a campaign deeply informed by industry insights and feedback, and one that reflects the richness and authenticity of our destination. When it comes to creating a tourism campaign for South Africa, one of the biggest challenges, Minister, is showcasing the country's incredible diversity and wealth of experiences. With so much to offer, it's sometimes difficult to capture this essence in just one campaign. While the challenge of showcasing South Africa's diversity is significant, it is also an opportunity to create a truly and compelling tourism campaign that showcases this best, incredible country of ours. South Africa is not just a destination. It is a world in one country of unparalleled diversity and beauty. I want to take this moment to congratulate the entire team for their dedication, creativity, and sheer hard work in bringing this vision to life. With that, it gives me a great pride to welcome on stage our Chief Marketing Officer of South African Tourism, who will take us through what the thinking and strategy behind this exciting new campaign. Ms. Sitolo, you are welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Pilani. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to stand on the protocol that's already been established and acknowledged. It is an honor for me to stand here and present our new global brand campaign, which stands on South Africa Awaits. Come and find your joy. At South African Tourism, we know that tourism is about meaning. That's why our global brand campaign is such a personal and powerful message of welcome and invitation. Through the campaign, we are inviting the world to come and rediscover their sense of wonder in our beautiful country, South Africa. To see South Africa in the broader continent, because it really is not just about South Africa, it's about the continent, through fresh eyes that are curious, eyes that are open and ready to be moved. What brings our campaign to life, I think for me, is the campaign is curated and co-created around our people, which is South African people. And what we did in the campaign is that we curated with the powerful voice of Mr. Mahlasela. I mean, Mr. Mahlasela's voice and warmth is what South Africa is all about. We've also featured some iconic South Africa in really telling the world about our creativity, our culture, our innovation. So the ad also features Zix Bantwini and Wandile Mabaso, those who are culinary experts will know about Wandile Mabaso. So joy in the context of this campaign is not just happiness, it is the freedom that Africa represents. It's a belonging, it's a feeling that you get when you watch the sunset over the Drakensberg Mountain, or when you hear the echoing voices of our people when they say Sanbonani, you know. It's joy, it's a joy of discovering wonder. It's about finding something in South Africa that makes your soul sing, that makes you pause, smile, and truly feel alive again. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to play you a short video that shows the launch that we did to media on this campaign. I hope it plays well. So please cue the video.
Collaboration and a deep understanding of the evolving global tourism landscape.
But I wanted a campaign that would be loved by South Africans. It must
Africa
resonate with them.
awaits. Come find your joy.
Defined by dedication, collaboration, and a deep understanding of the evolving global tourism landscape.
I wanted a piece of work and a campaign that's going to obviously last long. I wanted a campaign that would be loved by South Africans. It must resonate with the world in an authentic way.
Where that sense of wonder and joy and living in a barrierless world where you get free to explore where you want, what you want, on your own terms.
It's nice to be here.
There is much to see for all our visitors. The diversity, the beauty, our biggest asset, the Ubuntu, the warmth of our people. South Africa awaits. Come and find your joy.
South Africa awaits. Come and find your joy. And KZN awaits. Come and find your joy. So with that, we'll play the Global Brand campaign. Good sound.
Who was that? How was it?
I see the world through the eyes of a child. The world's wonders mesmerize me, discovering joy in the people where the sun still shines. Zanzi Africa, rediscovering the sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now the light shines so bright. I feel the spirit of my country, drums echoing the pulse of Mzansi, giving peace, joy, love and hope, and the sun still shines. Itlang Mabone, Mzansi Africa, rediscovering the sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now the light shines so bright.
Thank you very much, Timbi. South Africa awaits. Come find your joy, and we bring it back to the province. KwaZulu Natal awaits to host Africa's Travel Indaba from the 12th to the 15th of May. Come and find your joy. Gives me a pleasure to welcome on stage KwaZulu Natal Tourism and Film Authority Board Chairperson, Dr. Spusiso Ndebele, who will then welcome us to the province.
Thank you very much, Program Director. A very warm welcome, Minister. This is your second home. Thank you to the Honorable Minister and the representative of the Mayor, Madlala, Board Chairperson of South African Tourism, Durban ICC, and all board members of entities, all HODs and CEO present, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Today's media launch marks the official countdown to the African Travel Indaba, the ultimate leisure tourism showcase on the continent, which is owned by South African Tourism. As always,
African Travel Indaba, which runs from May 13 to 15, preceded by a Business Opportunity Networking Day, the largest event of its kind across Africa, and will unfold at the world-famous Chief Albert Luthuli International Convention Center and the neighboring Exhibition Center in Durban. The KwaZulu-Natal Tourism and Film Authority, along with our partners, Durban Tourism and the Durban ICC, have valued hosting the Africa Travel Indaba in Durban for some 4 decades. And of course, we love welcoming delegates from around the world to this key event. As you know, this is one of the 3 tourism gatherings on the globe, and we are fully supportive of the Africa Travel Indaba, which attracts thousands of international delegates, including influential decision-making buyers, helps position Natal as an important leisure tourism destination. As we say, all roads lead to Durban. All roads lead to Durban next month as hundreds of local and international delegates, exhibitors, buyers, and staff and media head of Africa Travel Indaba, which will bring an economic boost, millions to the region. And this year's ATI is going to be even bigger than last year's showcase, with 805 posted buyer applications, a 14.4% increase, representing 55 countries received by South African tourism in the first 2 weeks of April alone. To date, 873 buyers have already been vetted and approved, with many already locking in meetings with exhibitors. As always, hotels, B&Bs, restaurants, taxi and shuttle and tour guiding services and shops will reap the benefit of hosting Africa Travel Indaba in Durban. Interest is said to be surging from major markets, including from buyers in the United States, China, the United Kingdom, and India. South African tourism reports that exhibitor interest is also stronger than ever, with 163 exhibitors from 24 African countries already confirmed, and with 95% of the exhibition floor space already booked. An additional 400 square meter of exhibition space has been secured when compared to last year. With future business being transacted during the exhibition, old relationships will be renewed, new ones will be forged, boosting the economies of South African businesses and tourism regions, as well as those exhibiting African countries across the continent. The benefits of ATI will also cascade down to KwaZulu-Natal's small and medium tourism enterprises, which have been given the opportunity to exhibit at the Africa Travel Indaba. This represents a wonderful opportunity for them, as they will be able to interact with quality international buyers and sell their tourism products to the global market. KwaZulu-Natal Tourism and the Film Authority will be running our usual ambassador program, and this year we'll have over 30 tourism students who will help guide delegates to where they need to be during the show. We are looking forward to hosting the popular KwaZulu-Natal breakfast again this year. This is the must-attend event for key media and the trade, and the trade has become the unofficial opening of the ATI over the years, where announcements are made about the province and where the audience is told about the amazing things we have been up to during the year. This year's ATI will give guests the extra opportunity to have visually immersive experiences where curated spaces will tell the story of the continent's unlimited possibilities. This usually captivates of offering will also provide the perfect background for the engaged digital content and for our film and television sectors. Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, the natural home of ATI. Our current contract for hosting Africa Travel Indaba expires this year. And we are hopeful that when the next contract is announced, that Durban and KwaZulu-Natal will once again win the bid. So we believe that the city should be recognized as the permanent home of the Africa Travel Indaba. Not only will Durban and KwaZulu-Natal roll out the red carpet for local media and again this year, but KwaZulu-Natal Tourism and Film Authority and South African Tourism will be hosting media representatives from around the world who will get the chance to sample the magic of different parts of the province beyond Durban for themselves and before and after Africa Travel Indaba. You, the media, are who we are grateful to. I must also thank you for all you do for KwaZulu-Natal and for the country's tourism, and for all of you and what you'll be doing during the Africa Travel Indaba and beyond. Minister, you are welcome to the province, and we hope we'll also welcome you like this next year. Thank you.
I'm ready to explore KZN again. Cruising along the banks of St. Lucia.
Heading down to Ekasi for a shisa with the Taurus.
I'm definitely not missing out on the music Lovida's big swing again.
My family can't wait to visit the KZN coastal terminals and go surfing the Indaba and scuba diving in Solomon Bay.
Hey Gail, 5-star results and stars are not even yellowed in KZN Midlands.
I'm getting all pumped up in my 4x4 up Sani Pass.
We are so looking to the KZN skies with some hot air balloon action overlooking Giant's Castle. What could be better?
I'm staying grounded, getting to know the history of KZN, visiting the cradle of the Zulu nation at Emakosini Valley.
I can almost smell the spice in that Durb's bunny chow as I make my way down to Victoria Street Market.
You already know I'm headed up to the Ukasamba Drakensberg Mountains, so I can get a clear view of Mountain
Back to our roots, we're getting to know struggle icons and tracing the city's history at Inanda's Heritage Route and the Mandela Capture Site.
Singers way fun, riding off into the sunset for a safari adventure with the big five at Tutu Mfolozi Park, especially to see the rhino.
I'm setting my sights on something adventurous. Dive into the sharks at the Shaka Marine World.
Landing the catch of the season at Lake Jazini, South Africa's third largest lake.
We all have an experience
KZN is yours to discover.
See it. To leave it.
Good morning, colleagues and distinguished guests. I must say, when I walk in this morning into the venue and I heard the sounds of the Insilu group, I told myself, I am at the right place. Africa awaits. Come find your joy, and this is why I'm here this morning. Minister, good morning to Minister. Firstly, I want to thank the board chairperson, Dr. Ndebele, for the words that you've uttered earlier on, and in particular, welcoming us to this beautiful province. And we are really looking forward to delivering a highly valuable and beneficial Indaba next month. You are quite right. Our partnership with the province in the Indaba have unlocked many, many tourist opportunities. And many, particular from the marginalized communities, have benefited from that. And that is a key part of South African tourism. Also to ensure that the benefits accrue to everyone. So thank you very much, Dr. Ndebele. My task this morning is to introduce the Minister of Tourism. And when I was asked to do that, and I was thinking to myself, to introduce the Minister of Tourism, will I really do justice? Because the Minister of Tourism is well known in South Africa, have got a long history of being one of the leaders within South Africa. And therefore, for me, it is indeed an honor and a pleasure to introduce a remarkable leader, a public servant, a Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Patricia de Lille. Where I'm coming from, and the other day also in Parliament, you must have heard some of the parliamentarians calling out not Honorable Minister, but Auntie Pat. For me, this endures a mark of respect for a person that have, for many years, put the country's interest first and her interest second. That word depicts that for me. Minister de Lille is no stranger, as I've indicated, to the public service. Her dedication spans several decades when she began a political journey. Now, under the government of national unity, the 7th administration, Honorable Minister Patricia de Lille has taken on the role of Minister of Tourism, which she also had the role previously from March 2023 under the 6th administration. We are excited to have our Minister of Tourism here this morning with us, and we look really forward to her leading us at this year's Africa Travel Indaba next month. We welcome her vision as we work together to strengthen this vital sector of tourism. Minister's wealth of experience in government and the commitments to public service contribute to our continued efforts to position South African tourism as a key driver across the world, as well as a key driver to our growth, economic growth, job creation, and investment. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please join me in welcoming to the stage our Honorable Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille.
Who's that? Come stay.
see the world through the eyes of a child. The world's wonders mesmerize me, discovering joy in the people where the sun still shines. Itlang mabonin, Mzansi Africa, rediscovering with the sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now the light shines so bright. I feel the spirit of my country, drums echoing the pulse of Mzansi, giving peace, joy, love and hope, and the sun still shines. Itlang mabonen, Mzansi Africa, rediscovering with a sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now the light shines so bright.
Think first. You say I brought the rain from Cape Town. As to come and bless Moses Mabhida Stadium for Amakosi. That's why we're also here. We come and bless the stadium today. The 10th of May is just around the corner. So I also stay with the protocol list as our MC has just announced. All protocol observed. Dr. Sibusiso, it's always good to see you. You know, he's also managed, served our country in many capacities. So thank you for being here, and it's really a great honor for me. Because it's so wonderful to see that video of the province, because it really illustrates the mother of warmth in the province, besides the weather, besides the warm sea water, but it's so nicely captured in that video. And as you can see, our global campaign message, South Africa awaits, come and find your joy. We've launched it a bit late, but we know that the impact globally will be felt, and we will be able to grow our tourism sector even further. So in the spirit of welcoming everybody to the Africa Travel Indaba, and again, thank you for Durban for hosting us. I can hear the lobbying and must become the permanent home of. And I'm thinking of another major international event, you know, it's like the mining Indaba has been in Cape Town for 25 years. So they seem to later on, you know, the events get associated with the city. But I'm not part of supply chain management, so, but we hear your pleas. Yes. So as we all know, the theme is Unlimited Africa. And this is not just a slogan. It is an essence of this all-important gathering, Africa's Travel Indaba. It's not just a trade show. It's really also a celebration of our beautiful continent. And we are delighted to announce that this year, the Africa Travel Indaba will be opened by our very own Deputy President, Paul Mashatile. He will be opening the event for us. And for us also, it is a declaration we want to think and act on without limits. It is a bold manifestation of the African tourism sector. Together, we are further developing and fulfilling our true potential. To speak of unlimited Africa is to believe in an Africa unbound by stereotypes, unhindered by our past, to unleash its full potential. It means imagining, not reimagining, but imagining the continent. We are there. And when tourists, it's not just about visitors, but they're not just visitors, they also bring value. It means seeing ourselves not through the lens of others, but through our own proud, radiant perspective and reflecting that to the world. You know, sometimes we can be we are a humble nation. We're a very respectful nation. But sometimes we are not doing enough to say, yes, this is who we are. We are proud to be African. We keep on talking about, oh, Africa must still rise. Nonsense. We have risen already. We must just acknowledge that as Africans instead of shouting these empty slogans. So we are not doing ourselves a great service by selling ourselves to the rest of the world. The world owes us nothing. We have to go out and sell ourselves to the world very, very proudly. Now, we've seen the economic impact of this event year and year after, 1 year after the other. And it has grown into the most vibrant marketplace of the African continent. So in 2024, we saw over 9,000 delegates walk the halls of the Indaba, with over 1,200 exhibitors, 24,000 business meetings alone that turned into action, and 226 million in direct economic activity for the city of Durban. And then, of course, across the province. But also behind these figures, there are real people, there are real jobs. It's created more than 1,000 jobs, opportunities for young people, for women, and for and entrepreneurs. And with the Department of Tourism sponsoring 120 SMMEs to come and showcase, to come and participate, we are repeating that this year. We will have 120 SMMEs here to also grow as this event is growing. Like some of the other speakers said, we have already more than 26 African countries confirmed that will be coming, 297 products. And notably also, like, the space is being sold out. So it's growing every year, and we are very proud of that. Yes, the markets that show interest, like the United States, irrespective of what their president is saying, there's a big interest from the United States, from the UK, from China, from India, and we are there to welcome all of them. So we are here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium today because we also recognize the value of sports tourism. Sports bring our nation together. It brings visitors to our shores. People come and enjoy themselves. They stay after big events. In 2027, we will be hosting the World Cricket Cup in our country. And again, like our proud event of 2010, we can repeat that. We have shown that in South Africa that we are willing, able, and capable to deliver these world-class events. So that's why we are here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium today. Besides the blessings for Amakosi and the stadium, you know, I can just see Durban on that day. But again, Durban can't host it every year. You know, it can't just be Durban. I think the Derby must be moved around the country too. Yeah. So there's just so much to be seen in our province. And this province also adventure tourism. You benefiting greatly by adventure tourism, not only just here, but in our country. We've seen adventure tourism grew by 8.8% last year. And the research also shows that the adventure tourists spend an average of 30,000 per person. And so we welcome more of them to our country. And so we invite all delegates who are coming to Indaba to get ready to experience some of our adventure offerings, but come and see what they can package for the various travelers from across the world. Our mission is to enjoy that all the visitors that are coming to our country, to travel the length and breadth of our beautiful country, to experience all of those hidden gems in our townships, in our little dorpies, in our small towns all over South Africa. We're also boasting of a beautiful 3,000-kilometer coastline with a variety of tourist attractions, including surfing, zip lining, bungee jumping, kayaking, diving, and a lot more. So what are we looking forward to for this year in 2025? Of course, on the 12th of May, it will start with the Bond Day. It's a business opportunity networking day. That's where people make the connections. That's where they meet. That's where trends emerge, shaping the tomorrow. And then it will be followed also by some workshops where we will have discussions about the future of tourism, the impact of artificial intelligence. How can we use artificial intelligence to make the tourism sector more effective and efficient? But let me hasten to say artificial intelligence cannot replace the human factor within tourism. But we can use it to make the tourism sector more effective and efficient. So that will be discussed. They will also be talking about marketing strategies, enhance visitor experience. So that is normally the day whereby everybody meets and everybody discuss and taking the sector forward. Now, as a proudly Pan-African trade show this year's Indaba will also highlight the opportunities for cross-border tourism, collaborations, a regional destination, marketing the region. So when people come and visit us, let us not be selfish. Let us share what is to offer in the region. People can go to Botswana, Lesotho, Zimbabwe. You know, just a few weeks ago, I was in Ghana. And, you know, sitting on the banks of the Zambezi River and looking at that beautiful river running through, you truly, truly appreciate the beauty of the continent. We have got what no other continent has got in the world. And so we will also be promoting with our 27 African visiting states, how do we share? Of course, the G20, we're very proud for the first time on African soil. By the end of November 2025, before the presidential summit, we would have hosted almost 200 business events and meetings. And now with the Africa Travel Indaba, we are also bringing the Tourism Technical Working Group. They will also be meeting in Durban at the same time. We will give them exposure to our brothers and sisters from the continent, and they will be able to see what we have got to offer as South Africa. So we are very proud that we are hosting the G20. And again, with our partners in the sector, with all the stakeholders in the sector, we are working together to make it an unforgettable event. So tourism will continue to be a big contributor to our GDP. In 2023, tourism contributed 8.9% to our GDP. And so we have seen 9.2 million visitors visiting our country last year, and 76% of the 92 million comes from the continent. 76%. We've created 1.68 million jobs in 2023. And also, tourism is the most powerful tool to bridge divides, spark prices, and rewrite the economic emancipation story of our country. You all know we have got a target that we are working towards. And the target is by 2030, we want to see the number of tourists visiting our country to be 15 million by 2030. And to achieve that, government cannot do it alone. Government rely on the partnership of the private sector, of our civil society, of our community-based organizations. And as we work together, and there's a very good, solid relationship between government and the private sector, I am confident that we will be able to achieve 15 million. Already now in January and February of 2025, just for the 2 months, we received 1.8 million visitors in 2 months. So it is doable. It can be done. We must just make and work harder to diversify our tourism offering. You know, the perception in the world out there that South Africa's tourism is all about safaris, Table Mountain, the beaches. Yes, those are iconic attractions to visit, but we have a lot more. And that is what we are driving now, is to showcase more of our country, show those hidden gems, capitalize on sports tourism, capitalize on our rich cultural heritage. We've got a very proud history. We came through a very dark past, but we emerged peaceful. So we must talk more about our own culture and our own history. We also see the increase of medical tourism. A lot of people are coming for extensive operations in our country because of the cost. But we've got some of the best specialists in our country, medical specialists. And then afterwards, they go to some resort to go and recover. So there are so many things that we can showcase around our country. I think over the years, we have spent too much money and time to promote South Africa as a leisure destination. No more. No more. We're changing. You see, in our global campaign, we showcase not only leisure, but all the other important sectors within the big value chain of tourism. But we also have to look, we can't fly it solo. We have to collaborate. And that is why in 2024, Cabinet approved the Tourism Route Development Marketing Strategy to get more flights to come to our country, to get more, because we are competing with the rest of the world, to at least get all the flights that we had before 2019. We're almost there. I think we're sitting at about just over 80% open. And so we have invested 6.5 million rand in 20 for the years in tourism. I must use a date so that they know which year we are. And it doesn't mean any other year. So we put in 6.5 million rand. We are now, Doctor, we are trying to deal with the fragmentation of air access to our country. KZN has got an air access, the Western Cape, Gauteng, and every province go up there trying to get flights to their provinces. With this initiative, we will be putting together a special purpose vehicle that can coordinate the activities of all the air access strategies that we have in our country. So I'm looking forward that should be done as soon as possible. I had a date of the 29th of March. Prof, I'm still waiting on a report. What's the date today? What's the date today? Front of the Portfolio Committee, 29th of March. I'm just giving you a gentle reminder. I'm giving you a gentle reminder that we need to see that report and that we need to. Now, over and above making sure that we improve air access, the other issue that we have been working on and has been very successful with is improving our visa regulations for visitors coming to our country. And our big breakthrough after 2 years of fighting with Home Affairs, finally on the 12th of February, we announced the Trusted Tour Operator Scheme from India and China. So all of you in the room here, no more problems of visas for India and China. They are ready to come. And the scheme was launched on the 12th of February. On the 20th of February, we welcomed the first 30 Chinese tourists coming using that new visa system. So I really want us to use that now to grow the market between India and China and South Africa. India and China, they travel in big groups, from 5 to 10 to 200 in one group. And so the market needs to position ourselves to cater for that kind of market from India and China. We will be doing a lot more direct marketing to target those two markets for the rest of the year to take advantage of the new visa regime that we have. Lastly, I want to say thank you to the media. You know, thank you for being there and always telling our story, the story about our beautiful country. And it's always, you can be, trust me, with tourism is always good news. Sometimes you focus too much on the bad news, but I can tell you with tourism, we always put out the good story. So thank you to the media for carrying us and helping us to carrying up this message. And I would like you to maybe focus this year on our 120 SMMEs that are coming, because they're coming with new innovation, with new ideas, and they will certainly define the future of tourism. To South African tourism and all the stakeholders and partners in this room, I want to say thank you to you for your commitment, for your vision to make sure the sector grows. Our global campaign, South Africa Awaits, come find your joy. It's what we are all about. So let us continue to grow together. Let us continue to work together as government, business, civil society. You mentioned, Honorable MMC, the success of the presidential working group. And that is the partnership. Private sector, civil societies, academic institutions all working together. So let us all continue to work together. And let us use this platform, the Africa Travel Indaba, not just as a transaction that we are going to transact, but let us also use the Africa Travel Indaba as a transformation tool. We all talk about transformation. Transformation need to run through everything that we are doing. And I would certainly love to see more of this year also. So we are ready to welcome all the delegates to the Travel Indaba. We're counting the days now. I look forward to spend more time on the floor. But what is with the Travel Indaba? You will see them all busy. Come 5 o'clock. Typical South Africans, now it's time to dole and to have a drink. And I think even more deals are made, when. So I look forward to. I have really, and my full speech will be put onto the website. But once again, all of you, thank you. Nobulelo, thank you for putting this together. Prof, all of you, I'm coming a day earlier because you always just come to Durban to come and work. It's not fair. It's not fair. I must also find some time to relax. So thank you very much and God bless.
Thank you, Minister, for your insightful keynote address. I just want to borrow from Minister. I do agree that, in fact, we have a valid reason this time to come earlier, which is the 10th of May. I'm looking at my colleagues from Durban Tourism. Come on the 10th of May and stay for Indaba. I'm getting a yes from Durban Tourism. Standing between you, honorable guests, as well as your lunch, I know that we also have people that are joining us online. I want to thank you for your presence. This would not be possible without your presence. I also want to thank the media for helping us amplify the story of tourism and to also share the vibrant narrative with the world. We have to own our narrative at South Africa. We do have a good story to tell. So your role in shaping those perceptions and inspiring travelers, both here at home as well as abroad, is available. I also know that I have colleagues. Mandla is here. Please, you can walk to the front, as well as Mpumi and Sinetemba. Oh, you guys are standing at the back. They're going to assist with coordinating media interviews. So if you are looking to interviewing any of our principals or colleagues from Durban Tourism, as well as the Tourism and Film KZN, Mandla, Mpumi, and Pisani, who are standing on my left, will be there to coordinate. Thank you again for being part of this journey. And in closing, I just want to say, South Africa awaits, KwaZulu-Natal awaits, Durban awaits, the Durban ICC awaits for you to come and find your joy at Indaba 2025 from the 12th of May to the 15th. I look forward to welcoming you all to Indaba. As we close, and Tanya, we will usher our principals back to the room where we'll serve lunch. There's also lunch for all our guests today. The musical group will come on stage to usher us out. Thank you very much and see you at Indaba.